Audio check. Audio check. All right, good Saturday morning, and Yabba Dabba Doo sports fans. Welcome to Shadyside Academy for game 1 of 3 between your Pittsburgh Steel City Selects 14U girls in their home whites with the black and gold trim, and these Honeybaked ham girls from Detroit in their traveling black, gray, and gold. 2:30 on the warm-up clock. First of 3 here. We've got one later today and then one tomorrow morning. And I'll be back with you when we're ready for puck drop. All right, we're ready to go. McVeigh, Diamond, Mrazek up front with Blinkaware and Stevens Tarp out back with Kiesel. And looks like Eve's in the pipes. At some point, my kid's going to come back and play hockey, and all these girls that keep forgetting their jerseys are going to be in trouble. But for now, Blinka's going to be in Stevens Tarp. Looks like she's paired with Kiesel. Eves is back there drawing skate patterns in her crease, and now she's heading to the bench, so she may have some sort of equipment problem. Stripes is out there sewing the net. Looks like there was a hole in the net. He's taking care of that real quick. And then we will get underway here. Looks like we got one of the older nets this morning. He's satisfied with the repair. Eves skates over to get something from Clardy, and she's going to go back to the pipes. Looks like we're ready to get this game underway. Thankfully, the girls that forget their tarps are a lot smaller than Addie, so I don't make too many mistakes, but they confound me nonetheless. Back to Kiesel. Kiesel across to Blinka. Blinka coming up the far wall, sends it too far. In on the goalie, who will cover it up, and we'll get our first stoppage with 14:50 here in the arena. We'll go to the far circle for this draw. We'll find out here as the game goes on, but there was a rumor they were going to bring one of the Stantons up from Wilkes-Barre to play. Got a couple girls going to miss. Blanca lost that puck along the far wall. Honeybaked up the far wall. Kiesel comes over, takes it away, in behind Eves. No, reverses up the far wall. Kiesel knocked down. Mrazek chips at it, sends it up the wall. Diamond can't get it out. This time she will, back to neutral, where Honeybaked will pick it up, come back the other way. They chip it up the wall, and it comes back out. They battle there along the blue line in front of the bench, send it in. Blanca picks it up. Blanca pushes it out. And back in. And back out. And here comes Diamond. Diamond sends it, heads for a change as it goes into the far corner, where Salatrick steps up, keeps it in, and they'll chase it behind the Honeybaked goalie. Now back into the far corner where Kiesel steps up. Clardy out here with Salatrick and Shannon. That was Shannon, not Kiesel. As they battle in the corner, Salatrick picks it up. Salatrick shoots, saved by the goalie into the far corner. Clardy around the backside, puts it off the side of the net, where they continue to battle. Clardy sends it around for Salatrick, too far. We've got Dolan Vitodian up top now, as comes around behind for Clardy. Clardy tried to center for Shannon, couldn't get it there. Honeybaked comes out of there with it. Up the near wall. And here they come below me. They send it down the wall. They're going to battle along that near wall. You're a little bit blind, and we're going to get a whistle. And looks like it's likely just going to be an offsides here with 13:22 to go in this first period. Game 1 of 3 for these teams. Draw here to my left. And they're going to battle below me in between the crowd and the wall. You'll miss some of it, but you'll see it when it pops back out. As Schilling chases that down. Schilling up the wall. Can't get it to Scarlatelli. Wu into the far corner. She's going to take it around behind now. Wu chips it up the near wall. Makasenka's there. Makasenka sends it out. Scarlatelli too far. Honeybaked's going to pick it up, send it back the other way. Wu knocks it down. They battle at the red line. And Scarlatelli picks it up, comes back in. Scarlatelli with a shot blocked by Honeybaked. They pick it up, come back the other way. Schilling and Kiesel back. And they reverse it into neutral, and Makasenka picks it up, sends it ahead. Honeybaked will pick it up and bring it back. D to D, up the near wall. Makasenka steps in. They battle there. It goes into Scarlatelli's feet. She can't recover. Honeybaked sends it in. Schilling. Now Kiesel will send it out. We're short D. Zivkovic's out sick. And Stevens isn't playing, still with the melon. So there was a rumor there was a Stanton player coming up from Wilkes-Barre. We'll see if she jumps on the ice. Haven't seen her yet. That might not be until later, though. I'm not sure, because I don't think Wu's coming tonight. As this puck goes all the way down behind Eves, Schilling will get there first, and she loses it to a Honeybaked player. Kiesel around stripes. Kiesel sends it up the near wall. And it bounces back into the center of the zone. Honeybaked pushes it forward a little further, where McVeigh's going to pick it up, send it back the other way, up the wall, and out. Here comes Diamond up the near wall. Diamond down the near side into the corner. Gets a shot off. Goalie directs that to the far wall. Rest of the selects were changing. McVeigh chips it deeper for Diamond. Diamond in the corner. A couple of Honeybaked players on her. Mrazek's going to chase them around the backside as they bounce it off the glass and up around the near side, where Dahl picks it up. Dahl with a shot. Goaltender with the glove. And with 11:25, we'll come into the near circle. So Clardy, Shannon, and Salatrick come out here with Blinka and Stevens, Tarp, and Dahl on the backyard. Saltrick's going to step in and take this draw. Sends it over to the wall. Honeybaked will pick it up. Reverse direction up the near wall. And they're going to bring it up that near wall. Dahl's going to pick it up there. Dahl sends it back the other way. Honeybaked clears it back to neutral, where Blinka picks it up. Blinka up the wall. Bounces it high off the glass, in around behind the goaltender into the near corner. They're going to battle there. We're a little blind here. This is a tough angle building. And comes around behind the net to Shannon. Shannon had Clardy streaking, didn't see her. She puts it back up the wall, and Dahl has to retreat as Honeybaked brings it out. Shannon runs into Clardy. Shannon takes the worst of that one. And Honeybaked comes down the far wall. Blinka applies pressure. Shot. Eves covers that up. And with 10:41, we're going to get a draw in our defensive zone. I haven't seen the rumored player that was coming up from Wilkes-Barre, so maybe that was just a rumor. As Scarlatelli jumps on here with Makasenka and Wu. Batodian and Schilling out back. They take that draw, and Scarlatelli tried to break, lost the puck. Batodian picks it up. Here comes Batodian up the near wall. She pushes it ahead, too far for Scarlatelli. It's going to go all the way down, and Honeybaked will pick it up there, send it up the near wall. They continue to battle. Batodian steps over, pushes it down into the corner, and we'll just await the result. Now it goes in behind, too far for Makasenka. Bouncing puck off the wall. Scarlatelli up to Schilling at the point. Schilling down to Scarlatelli. Honeybaked picks it up, chips it by Schilling. That'll go all the way down, and that should be an icing. So we'll come back here. Should go to the far circle for this draw. Get some new players on the ice. I see Mrazek, Diamond, and McVeigh with Kiesel and Blinka out back. McVeigh steps in. Puck goes to the end line. Honeybaked picks it up behind their goaltender. They come around, send it up the near wall. Past Kiesel, and Diamond's going to go chase this down. She'll pick it up there, send it around the far wall. It gets by one Honeybaked player, but they hold the point. They send it lower into the circle. Blinka separated that player. Now it's loose in front, and Mrazek picks it up. Mrazek up the near wall. Bounces it. This will go all the way down, and this will be an icing. So we'll come back the other way. For this draw. So we've got Salatrick stepping in to take this draw. And she draws it behind. Blinka picks it up. Blinka sends it up the wall. Clardy tries to drag through there and get it. Can't. Honeybaked regroups back to D. And they send it up the far wall. Clardy sticks a stick in there. They come around it. Salatrick sticks a stick in there. And this time Clardy does poke it free. Can't maintain it, though, as she goes to the wall. Skates back to neutral, where she's going to regroup and come in on the near side. Clardy, across the center, loses the puck to the far wall, where they backhand it lower, and Salatrick picks it up there. Salatrick pushes it out to Shannon in the near corner. Shannon throws it low. Salatrick battling with a Honeybaked player back there. Another Honeybaked player joins. Salatrick goes down. They come out of there with a puck. They send it through everybody. They wave that off on a tip, which, quite frankly, I don't understand because it was a Honeybaked player behind the red line. But, nonetheless, Blinka picks it up, and here she comes. Pushes it up ahead, but Honeybaked cuts that pass off. Comes down the near wall. Kiesel rides that player down the wall, separates her from the puck, sends it around the hard way to the far side, where Salatrick picks it up. Now Blinka. Blinka bounces it off the wall ahead to Shannon. Shannon backhands it too far. And Honeybaked throws it back in, where Kiesel's going to pick it up, come up the near wall. No, she's coming back through the center. She loses it there, cut off top of the zone by Honeybaked. Send it over to the near circle. Blinka gets over there, and that puck bounces in on Eves, and she gloves it for the stoppage with 8:07 to go, first period. So we're going to get a draw in the near circle here. Wu takes that draw, pushes it to the far corner where Scarlatelli's going to pick it up. Scarlatelli tried to cut it back through Wu, and it ended up in the selects bench. So we're going to get a draw outside the zone as selects put that up into the bench. So McVeigh will take this draw. She sends it back. Vitodian will chase it down near corner. And sends it all the way around. Too far for Dull. Diamond can't pick it up. They're battling along the wall. Diamond, a couple of Honeybaked players out to the point. Honeybaked holds. Shot from there. Eves directs that into the near corner, where Vitodian's going to skate it up. Vitodian gets it stuck in Mrazek's feet. Diamond picks it up. Diamond pokes it into the zone. Honeybaked takes it back out. They come back through neutral, and sloppy play here. And still at neutral as Mrazek picks it up down the near wall. Mrazek chops it into the center of the ice. Honeybaked will clear. It'll go all the way down, and that should be... No, they wave it off. Not quite sure why. And Vitodian sends it back. Kyle's as confused as I am as it goes all the way down the other way. And this time, it will be an icing. So we'll come back here with 7:07 to go. Probably coming to the near corner. As Kiesel and Schilling come out here with Clardy, Shannon, and Salatrick for this draw. As young Colton Blinka smiles on the camera. He thinks I didn't see him. Now he's waving. He must have a girlfriend that watches at home. As Shannon picks it up, sends it ahead to Clardy, too far. Honeybaked picks it up and takes it in behind the net, around to the far side. Cut off by Shannon. Shannon out to Schilling at the point. Schilling sends it in front. Clardy can't get a stick on it. Loose in front. Honeybaked clears it off the doorstep. Kiesel throws it lower. Kiesel behind the net for Shannon. Shannon tried to push it across the Seltzer. Cut off by Honeybaked. Up point. Kiesel holds it, at least momentarily, but now they will chop it out. Saltrick picks it up, comes back the other way. They separate her from the puck at the blue line, and they turn around and bring it back. No! And yes, they did poke it out. They chip it all the way down, and they wave off the icing again. This woman Stripes does not like icing. As Kiesel sent it up to Clardy, he couldn't handle it. And now Honeybaked comes back the other way. Clardy picks it up, sends it back through neutral. The neutral zone play's been a little sloppy and choppy as Kiesel picks it up. Kiesel off a Honeybaked player's foot. Leaves it near far circle. Honeybaked chips it loose in front. Shot, big save by Eves. Into the near corner. Point blank range on Eves. She got the blocker up and made the save as Scarlatelli chips it ahead. Honeybaked will pick it up in that far corner. Send it around behind their tender. Over to the near wall where Wu gets a stick on it, at least momentarily, before Honeybaked clears. They send it back into empty ice, and they head for a change. Dull, up to Blinka. Blinka put it to Wu, but it was behind her. Wu leaves it for Makasenka, pushes it down the wall into the corner, where Honeybaked will pick it up. They try to send it back up the near wall into a bunch of bodies, but they do poke it out. Now they got by Dull down the near wall. They send it across. It's a 3-on-2 as Blinka chases. Blinka chases it into the far corner, sends it around for Dull. Dull picks it up the wall, not out. They send it lower. Wu backhand, still not out as Makasenka chips it. This time it'll come out back to neutral, where Honeybaked picks it up with 5 even to go. Send it around Blinka. Blinka's going to skate it. She's going to bounce it off the wall. Up to Makasenka, tips it to Wu. Wu gains the red line, dumps, heads for a change. And Honeybaked will pick that up behind the goaltender. They chip it by Makasenka. Diamond on the ice now, skates over, tries to hold it. Does at least momentarily before it's back in Vitodian. Across to Blinka, up the far side. Blinka throws it in behind the goaltender. And Honeybaked will pick it up there. Up the near side, Vitodian. Can't hold it. Oh no, she did hold it. Vitodian comes in, shot, saved to the far wall. Honeybaked picks it up there. Lots of back and forth right now. Mrazek leaves it at the blue line for Blinka. Blinka sends it ahead and comes all the way around behind where Vitodian's going to pick it up. Vitodian sends it up. Honeybaked picks it up here. Oh, cut off by McVeigh, but it's going to go into the goaltender. Goaltender's going to have no choice but to cover that up, and we almost had some post-whistle action there with McVeigh and a Honeybaked player as McVeigh was poking at the goalie until the whistle, which is allowed. And the Honeybaked player took a little bit of exception to that. So McVeigh will come in and take this draw. In the near corner, they're still battling there on the dot. Honeybaked picks it up behind the goaltender. Pushes it around. Mrazek takes it on an odd bounce off the boards. Can't corral it. And Honeybaked pokes it ahead. Vitodian spins, turns, sends it across through. And they wave off the icing on a drifting slow puck into the zone. Honeybaked up the near wall. Petodian skated up. Schilling was back covering her as Saltrick picks it up. Now Honeybaked sends it back the other way. They battle here at the blue line below me. Petodian across for Clawhardy. Clawhardy up the far wall. Red line dump. And up into the bench area. So we'll get a stoppage with 3:20 in the arena. So we'll get a stoppage and head over to... Oh, no, they're going to bring it back. They're going to bring it back to the dot in front of the selects bench. So Saltrick will take this draw. Get the clock back in line, and now they'll send it all the way down behind Eves. They send it up the near wall. Honeybaked to hold the point. They're going to continue to battle along the wall. Now it comes out. They send it back in. And Kiesel picks it up on the near wall, sends it back up. Honeybaked will regroup in the near corner. They reverse direction as Shannon was behind the net. Send it up the near wall. And in behind where Clawhardy will pick it up. Clawhardy backhands it off the net. And the goaltender sat on it. Clawhardy whipped the backhand in there. And it ended up under the goaltender for the save. So we get Scarlatelli, Makasenka, and Wu coming out here with Kiesel and Blinka in the backyard. We've got Wu going to step in and take this draw near circle. She sends it across, and Honeybaked picks it up. Drifts out. Kiesel can't hold it. Wu will pick it up. Wu, skating hard, throws it deep into the far corner. It'll come around the backside to the near corner where Makasenka will go chase it down. They're battling in the corner. Nobody could see it. Centers it for Wu. Couldn't get a stick on it. And this one's going to come out as Blinka tries to corral it there. Wu picks it up. Wu chips it up into the Honeybaked bench. And we'll get another stoppage. So we're going to get Diamond out here now with Mrazek and McVeigh. Petodian and Dahl out back as Mrazek picks up the puck for Stripes. And we'll get a draw in front of the Honeybaked bench. They send it in there, and Honeybaked cuts it off as it enters the zone. They send it up the near wall. Mrazek playing that player. They center it. McVeigh picks it up. McVeigh stops, turns, comes back up the wall, puts it on Diamond's stick. Diamond leaves it for McVeigh. McVeigh in heavy traffic loses the puck. Honeybaked sends it back the other way. Here they come up the near wall center. Dahl cut that off. Dahl chips it down the far wall. Dahl loses it there. Mrazek steps up. Mrazek throws it on net. Goaltender pushes it to the far corner. Diamond in the back. Pushes it around to McVeigh. McVeigh to Diamond center off her feet. Diamond has room to shoot. Misses to the far side. They send it out to the point. Dahl kicks it. Now on her stick. Throws it in front. We got McVeigh on a tip. And it was either McVeigh or Mrazek. We'll have to wait for the call from Schilling. But McVeigh or Mrazek on a tip, and it's 1-0. Steel City. They were both there. They were both working. We'll see who Stripes gives it to. And Tina's doing what can only be described as a crazy dance. I'll show it to you. Not really sure what's going on there. But Tina's all excited, so we'll see what happened. As Saltrick takes this draw. We'll wait for Schilling's call. As this one goes over to the wall. They send it out, Clawhardy. And Honeybake's going to regroup back at their D. Send it up. Up the near wall. Kiesel will chase it down. Kiesel sends it across. Honeybaked sends it back in. Schilling. Schilling can't clear. Still waiting for that goal call. Shot! Up high on Eve. She knocks it down. Wraparound. Never gets through. It's in the near corner. Schilling's looking to try to find out who got the goal. There's some confusion over in the scorer's table as they send it in. It was Mrazek, so they're going to give that goal to Mrazek. Clawhardy sends it in deeper. McVeigh on the assist. Mrazek with the goal. And they're battling low, and Salatrick shoots. Goaltender with the cover. She catches it up high in her chest area. And we'll come to the near corner with 24-7 left in the arena. Mrazek from McVeigh, working good down low there in the crease area. And Wu's going to step in and take this draw. Makasenka low. Makasenka puts it out front, and Scarlatelli couldn't get a stick on it. Schilling. It's loose in front again, and Scarlatelli tipped it away. Makasenka, blind center, nobody there. As Honeybaked will send it out, send it down. And that should be and is an icing with 5.6 to go in the arena. We'll come back down here to the near circle. And Wu will take this draw with 5 left to go in the period. See what can happen here in 5 or 6 seconds. As it goes in behind the net, and that'll likely do it. And there's 1. So we played 1. It's 1-0 Steel City, and we will come back for 2. All right, they're coming out for 2. Eves takes the long skate to my right as Dahl and Blanka out back with Diamond, McVeigh, and Mrazek up front. We'll push the period up to number 2 and get ready to go as Stripes drops the puck over to Dahl. Dahl up the far wall, dumps it, hits Stripes, and it dies. Honeybaked back. Blanka's going to chase this down. Blanka stops, throws it out off a Honeybaked player, up ahead to McVeigh. McVeigh down the near wall, throws it in behind. All the way around to the far side. And, we got some type of a clock malfunction. Frank's having trouble over there today with the clock. He's on 43 minutes now. We'll see where we end up. All right, so Frank settled at 14:30, so we'll run 11 seconds off the clock here. And we'll get this second period going again. McVeigh. They throw it up but not out, and now Honeybaked will clear up the near wall where Blanka's going to circle back, pick it up. Blanka pushes it up the wall, too far for Diamond. Honeybaked back out. Up, Diamond will pick it up now, send it across the wall. McVeigh there, can't get a stick on it. Now she will. She'll send it in. Honeybaked will pick it up there and send it back to neutral. And as Dahl brings it in, Mrazek was offsides with 14 to go. We got all sorts of stuff going on in the booth over there. They didn't know who scored. Frank had the clock messed up. Schilling seems to be having trouble with his music. We got a bad day in the booth. But we're here. We're working on it. Salatrick sends it across. Honeybaked picks it up there. They continue to. Now we got Schilling playing music during the game. The booth's a mess today. As Schilling continues to battle, Shannon drops it back for Salatrick. Salatrick up the wall. She picks it up, comes up the near wall, and Honeybaked clears back. Now Shannon. They got a 3-on-1. Shannon with a shot. Goaltender's going to glove that up. And we'll get a stoppage. So we're going to go to the far circle. We'll see if Schilling gets the music going again. He's definitely having trouble over there. He's working knobs and buttons and switches and all sorts of stuff, and nothing's coming out. So clearly have some technical difficulties over in the booth area. As Honeybaked tries to send it out, can't woo, backhands it deeper behind the net. Where Honeybaked will pick it up, send it up the near wall. Schilling will back up, and they're going to skate it out. They skate it by her. Woo picks it up. Woo down the near wall into the corner. Center, knocked out of there by Vitodi, and she leaves it for Makasenka. Makasenka coming up the far wall. Scarlatelli going to chase it down into the near corner. And there's 5 or 6 players there. As that puck comes up the wall and out. Blinka steps over, sends it back the other way, but not in because the zone was congested. They whack it ahead. Woo. Woo dumps and heads to the bench. Loose in front. Scarlatelli can't get a stick on it. Over to the far wall. Honeybaked picks it up there. Makasenka chips it lower. Around to the near corner, where they're going to battle along the wall and send it in behind. Mrazek picks it up. Tries to center. Gets it in front for Diamond, who couldn't pull the trigger. Kiesel skates in with it. Kiesel into the near corner. Around back for McVeigh. McVeigh throws it off the back of the net. Diamond's there. Diamond off the side of the net into the far corner. Now comes around to McVeigh. McVeigh throws it in front. It's loose, and nobody can get a stick on it. The back door was open. Honeybaked sends it up the far wall. Blinka holds it there momentarily, and now they pick it up. Mrazek steps in front. Honeybaked comes out. Kiesel pushing that player. She sends it to the wall behind Eves. Blinka gets there first. Honeybaked player takes the worst of that collision. Now they send it up the near wall. Mrazek pushed it through for Diamond. That ended up in McVeigh's feet. And now Diamond picks it up, sends it down the wall. Honeybaked player picks it up there, sends it back. Blinka couldn't hold, and now Kiesel retreats. Kiesel backhands up the wall into the zone. But we're going to be offsides. The period of the long change makes it harder. Back to neutral for this draw as it comes back to Vitodian. Vitodian across to Dull. Dull up the near wall, sends it into the center to Saltrick. Saltrick down the wall. She's going to follow it behind, but it took an odd bounce off the boards. And Honeybaked will pick it up. It hit Vitodian up high as she was getting up from a collision. And it's now under a Honeybaked player, and it's loose. And the neutral zone play continues to be sloppy. Honeybaked down the near wall. Puts it in front. Eves thought Clardy was going to knock that down. Didn't. Should have make a quick reaction at the end. They up high into the slot. They hold it. Here comes Clardy. They have numbers if they hurry. Clardy down the near wall. Centers into the middle. Uses Saltrick as a screen. Puts it in front. Goalie got something on it. Around back. Saltrick can't hold it. Over to Shannon. Shannon bounces it off the wall. Clardy behind the net. Clardy bounces it into the near corner. Shannon looks to see who's there. And they're going to battle along the wall. Shannon around back for Clardy. Clardy tried to center. Couldn't get it to Saltrick. Dull's not going to get there in time, and she's going to regroup. Back to the red line. Dull sends it ahead, and they push it in, but it's going to be offsides. 10:35. So we'll get a wholesale change for both teams here. Let's see Makasenka out here now with Scarlatelli and Wu, Schilling and Kiesel out back. As Wu takes this draw, draws it back to Schilling. Schilling backhands it into the zone and cut off by a Honeybaked player. They throw it up the wall. Schilling holds, stops, turns, fans. Here comes Honeybaked back the other way. As they push it over the blue line into the wall, and Scarlatelli picks it up, sends it back out. They battle here beneath me, and they throw it in deeper, but not before they are offsides. Come to the near dot here. Diamond, Mrazek, and McVeigh jump on. Looks like they're going to leave Kiesel and... oh, no, they're not. So we're going to get Blinka and Dull coming out, and they're not going to go to the dot. They're going to come back to neutral. So that face-off comes forward, and Mrazek picks it up down the far wall. She throws it in behind. Diamond will go battle. Diamond steps in front of a Honeybaked player. They chip the puck into the near corner. Comes out in front. It's loose on the doorstep. Mrazek again can't bang it home. Still loose. They push it over to the far wall, where a Honeybaked player picks it up, chips it ahead, and Blinka picks it up. Loses it to a Honeybaked player, recovers, sends it, but still not out. Now Dull tips it out. Dull. They got numbers if they hurry. Dull up the near wall. Dull. Around that player. Dull. Skates in, shoots. Goaltender with the save. Puck behind. Into the near corner. Diamond falls down. Now they battle along the wall. We await the result. It's Honeybaked coming out through the center of the zone. Blinka steps in front of that player, separates her. Honeybaked sends it. It dies on the line. They still have to wait for the zone to clear. They don't wait, and that is offsides. So we'll get another draw. Far dot in front of the Honeybaked bench. Clardy, Salatrick, Makasenka now with Schilling and Vitodian out back. So Coach Black continues to jumble the lines a little bit here as Vitodian pushes it forward. Makasenka battling. They send it ahead to Salatrick. Salatrick can't hang on to it. Honeybaked sends it back the other way. Sends it into the zone, and Honeybaked sends it across. Makasenka tried to backhand it to a breaking Salatrick. Couldn't get it there. Vitodian steps up, shoots. Goaltender with the save into the corner. Salatrick out to Makasenka. Makasenka throws it in front. Clardy can't get a stick on. Over to the near wall. And this time it'll drift back. Vitodian picks it up. Vitodian bangs it ahead as Honeybaked puts it into the zone. They're battling along the near wall, out to the near point. Shot! Eves catches it up in her armpit. And 8:44. Near circle draw coming up. So we will see what can happen here as Blinka, Kiesel, Scarlatelli, Shannon, and Wu come out. So a little bit of jumble here. Looks like we swapped Shannon and Makasenka between these two lines as Wu takes this draw. Leaves it on the dot, and Blinka battles. Now comes over to the near wall. Honeybaked pushes it low. They're battling in the corner. Blinka knocked that girl down. And we're going to get the penalty on Blinka. Blinka's going to go to the box for a rough. She knocked the girl down in the corner. So Blinka's going to go sit in the bin, and we're going to send out Dahl, Diamond, Mrazek, and Kiesel to kill this penalty. Dahl and Kiesel reunited on the back end, and it feels so good as Blinka sits at 8:34. Draw near circle, out to the point, shot. Eves with a shoulder save. Into the corner, loose in front, comes through everybody, over to the far wall. Mrazek can't get there. Rolling puck, it's out as Mrazek chips it out. Honeybaked regroups. Diamond pursues aggressively. Causes the pass behind that Honeybaked player. Dahl picks it up. Dahl's going to send it deep into the zone. And it'll go into the near corner. So Schilling just called the penalty on 77 Blinka. We're making up new combinations now. As Kiesel picks it up. Kiesel up the near wall. She leaves it for Mrazek. Mrazek chips it, sends it all the way down. They're going to wave off the icing. They're going to say that Honeybaked player could have tipped it. And they'll pick it up there. With 41 to go in the penalty to Blinka. Now Salatrick jumps on with Mrazek. We still got Dahl and Kiesel out back as Dahl picks it up. Gains the line. Dahl's actually going to skate it in. She loses it on the wall. And now Honeybaked comes back the other way. Dahl rides that player down, and Mrazek sends it across. Over to the far wall, Honeybaked sends it up. Salatrick clears it back out to herself off the wall. Chips it down the wall all the way in behind their goaltender. And we've got 12 seconds left on the penalty to Blinka. Into the corner. They're going to battle there, and it's going to go deeper. They try to center. Cut off by Honeybaked. 3 seconds to go in the penalty to Blinka. And that'll do it. They've killed it off, and Vitodian's out here now with Dahl. As they try to send it up, they hit Clawhardy. Clawhardy gains the zone. Clawhardy into the center, shoots! Goaltender with the glove. And with 6:54 to go in the arena, we're back at even strength. Clawhardy, Makasenka, Salatrick, Schilling, and Vitodian. And looks like we're going to get the goalie change on both sides here now. As Coulter takes the pipes to my right, and Honeybaked does the same thing. So it's still early in the season. We're swapping goalies mid-game. And that dies on the dot, comes out. Clawhardy chops at it. Honeybaked knocks it out. Vitodian will pick it up. Vitodian sends it up to Makasenka. Makasenka skating, puts it off Salatrick's skates. And it comes back the other way where Makasenka tried to get a stick on it. Honeybaked player dove, poked it in. Vitodian up to Clawhardy. Clawhardy stops, turns, tries to hit Salatrick, went too far, and Salatrick stopped it momentarily. Now Clawhardy has it again. Clawhardy up the far wall. Clardy skates in with it, loses it. Saltrick whacks it. Makasenka. No, it is Makasenka. She shot, save, and that ends up on the near wall. This one comes back out, and Vitodian will regroup. Vitodian skating through neutral. Vitodian fanned on it. Fanned on it again. Strike 2. She's mad at herself. She whacks her stick on the boards. Schilling. Schilling throws it up the wall. Clardy. It's in her feet. Clardy up the near wall. Clardy sends it around. Makasenka there. Makasenka tried to send it around, knocked down by a Honeybaked player. Shut that door. Stevens shuts the door. Blinka in the corner. Here comes Honeybaked the other way. Down the near wall center. They got it there. They got around Kiesel. Shot high over the net. Into the far corner. They leave it. Oh, it dies on the circle again, and Blinka has to backhand it. Blinka battling to try to get it out. Now she does. She chips it up ahead, and Honeybaked will get there first. As it comes around behind their goaltender. Up the near wall. Into the center of the zone. Honeybaked chips it. They get by Shannon. And Kiesel stops that one. Kiesel sends it ahead. Can't get it through to Wu. And dies on the red line. And they send it back the other way. Here they come down the near wall. One-on-one with Blinka. Shot! Eves gloves it. Or no, that's Coulter. My bad. That's Coulter gloves it. Coulter gloves it. And they're playing a little girls just want to have fun. And I can tell you the YouTube Russian copyright engine always blocks this one, so our Russian fans generally get pretty disappointed when Schilling plays this and the videos get taken down. As Vitodian sends it ahead. And this one goes into the corner, up the far wall. My wife turned around and gave the disapproving look she always does when I say dumb stuff, but I know people appreciate it. They get a good laugh on a Saturday morning watching hockey. Scarlatelli with a shot saved. Rebound with Wu and another big save by the Honeybaked goalie. I'm just a stream of consciousness here during the games as Vitodian sends it back the other way. Honeybaked up the far wall, cut off by Vitodian. She spins, she turns, she leaves it for Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli chips it in. Honeybaked, far circle. Picks it up. They send it out. Where Diamond's going to get a stick, leave it for Dahl. Dahl spins, turns, backhand. She regroups. She's going to skate it a little while. Gets it around one player, Dahl with a nice move. Dahl shoots, misses the net near side. It was a nice little move there by Dylan Dahl as Honeybaked sends it up the far wall. Schilling and McVeigh hold it, at least for now. Now McVeigh, that was McVeigh with a shot from the far wall. Knocked down and covered by the Honeybaked goalie. So if you didn't understand that, YouTube runs an AI engine against all these videos when they're uploaded, and they look for audio files that are copyrighted, which is why I have to talk over Schilling's music. The running joke is Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper. They always block it, but they only block it in Russia. God only knows why. The copyright holder on that song in Russia must be aggressive in the AI routine. So it's my running joke that our Russian fans can't watch when he plays that song because YouTube will take it down. Schilling sends it ahead, and Honeybaked sends it deeper into the far corner and now behind Coulter, where Schilling will pick it up with 3:29 to go. Honeybaked centers and cut off by McVeigh. Schilling chips it around one player into the corner where she'll pick it up. And she must have lost it because now they're battling. And Honeybaked chips it up high into stripes. In on Coulter. Coulter covers it up for the whistle. And with 3:10 to go in the arena, they're playing Kyle Blinka's favorite song, I Want to Dance with Somebody. So we will go into the near corner for this draw. Wholesale player change here as Salatrick comes out with Makasenka and Clardy, Dull and Blinka. Salatrick leaves it along the wall. Blinka pushes it around behind. Now she backhands it up the wall to Makasenka, who can't chop it out. Now she does. Clardy streaking. Clardy going to pick it up, has Salatrick going to the net. Clardy dances in front. Backhand. It's loose in front. She had Salatrick and either didn't want to or didn't see her. Now Clardy picks it up. Comes back the other way again. This time she'll dump it into the near corner, where they're going to do a little battle, and Honeybaked will send it up the wall. And it comes out back to neutral, where Clardy sends it back the other way. And they send it back. Dull will chase this down on the far wall. Pick it up. Come behind Coulter. weak up as she didn't quite have the puck on her stick. Now it comes up the near wall, Claherty. Claherty dropped it for, I can't see who that is, Salatrick. Salatrick puts it into the corner. They're going to go battle. Claherty knocks a player down, comes out of there with the puck. Backhands it around too far for Makasenka, now behind stripes. Makasenka into the circle, shoots! Makasenka, Big Ben strikes one as she hits the crossbar into the near corner. Honeybaked picks it up, sends it across. They tip it by Dahl, and Blinka and Salatrick will chase this down. Salatrick leaves it for Dahl. Dahl skates it out. Here she comes up the near wall. Dahl up the near wall, still skating. Tries the old wraparound, lost the puck, regains. Tries to center, blocked. Sends it across to Shannon, open. Shannon shoots. Goaltender gloves it. Shannon had a lot of room there. I think it just took her a second too long to gather that puck in. And as a result, she didn't have as much space as she thought she did. The goaltender makes a nice save. So they're going to come into the near corner. Wu's going to take this draw. And Honeybaked will pick it up, send it up the near wall. They push it up that wall. Now Wu and Vitodian are going to go have to chase this down. It'll be Vitodian. Vitodian behind Coulter. Pushes it around to Wu. Wu up the wall to Vitodian. Here comes Vitodian up the far wall. Leaves it for Shannon. Shannon with room. Shannon had the puck taken off of her. Regained. Leaves it for Schilling. Schilling near point. Had trouble with it. And as a result, they're now battling on the wall. Shannon whacks at it. They're still battling on the wall. This one comes out. And Wu. Vitodian now. Vitodian backhands but not out. And Shannon tries to pick it up. And it'll be Schilling now. Here comes Schilling up the near wall. Schilling. Near wall. Near corner. They're battling on the wall with 39 to go. Shannon in front. Shannon with the shot. Big Shannon finds some room there between the goaltender and the pipe. It was a nice centering pass. Initially, I didn't think she got it, but she did. And that's 2-0 Selects. It definitely hit a few things on the way in. It must have went between the goaltender and the pipe. But it ended up behind the goaltender. And that's 2-0. And here goes Tina again with her silly crab dance. As Tana laughs at her. And we got the draw there with 32. And Honeybaked's going to send it in. And they'll put it behind Coulter. Or Kiesel's going to pick it up. Kiesel up the wall. Diamond lets it go. It comes out. Cannot get the Salatrick, though, as they battle beneath me here. Mrazek's in there. Blinka's in there. They battle along the wall. Now we're down to 10. It goes down the wall in behind. Kiesel's going to pick it up with 6 to go. Kiesel around, cut off by a Honeybaked player. They push it lower, and that'll do it for 2. We played 2. It's 2-0. I'll be back for 3. All right, they come out for 3. McVeigh with Makasenka and Claherty. So they continue to play the jumble game as Blinka and Kiesel are out back. Blinka fell down. And Claherty Kicks it ahead. Here she comes down the far wall. Makasenka streaking to the net. Claherty loses the puck as she tries to come through. Claherty spins, falls down. Honeybaked clears. No, Kiesel steps up and holds it. Blanca around one. Blanca with the shot. Deflected. Missed far side. Goalie had no idea where that puck was. As Honeybaked picks it up. Oh, no, they still can't clear it. It's on the near wall, far wall, rather. Makasenka steps in, can't get it. And this one will finally drift out as Kiesel retreats back. Kiesel up the near wall. Kiesel shoots. Goaltender with an easy glove on a shot that was deflected by a Honeybaked stick. So we'll go to the near circle here as Scarlatelli, Wu, and Shannon come out with Vitodian and who's on the other side? Dull on the other side. So we'll come to the near circle. Wu's going to take this draw. Wu does and draws it back in the direction of Vitodian. Vitodian whacked that Honeybaked girl right in the leg. And now it goes to the far wall where Shannon sends it around. And it's in the corner and I can't see anything. And now it comes back the other way. Dull. They leave it for Vitodian. Vitodian's going to chase it down behind Coulter. Vitodian backhands it around to the far circle where Vitodian will pick it up again up the wall. Chips it up the wall. No, it's going to be Shannon. Shannon puts it ahead for Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli back to neutral where Honeybaked picks it up. Comes back the other way. They poke it into the far corner. And now we've got Vitodian. Vitodian fans on it. She picks it up, sends it up for Shannon. This is going to turn into no, it doesn't. Shannon can't get a stick on it. She tried to put it in front. Lane wasn't open. Dull with a shot. Missed near side, rather. Wu picks it up. Sends it around behind for Shannon. Shannon centers, gets it out to Scarlatelli. Too far. Dull with a shot. Blocked. Bouncing puck. Missed to the near side. Shannon backhands it up the wall. Kiesel comes over. Sends it down lower. This time they're going to have to retreat as Honeybaked picks it up. Sends it out. Dull picks it up there. Sends it across as Shannon sends it deeper. Selects head for a change with 12:46 to go. Honeybaked sends it through. They chip it ahead, and it'll get all the way to the end line where Kiesel and a Honeybaked player battle. Kiesel sends it up the near wall. We await the result. It's loose in the near circle. They poke it to the wall. Honeybaked has it against Seltrick, working hard. They send it around. It's loose in the slot. Diamond skates it out with Mrazek. Here they come. They chip it into the far corner. All the way around to the near side now. Mrazek blocked by a Honeybaked player. It's in behind. They push it by Diamond. They push it by Salatrick. Pick it up there, reverse direction. Still battling. Salatrick around back. Too far for Mrazek. Diamond thought she was open. Didn't look open to me. Salatrick puts it in front for Mrazek. Can't get a stick on it. Kiesel cheats down. Tries to hold it. Does. Throws it around behind for Salatrick. This time Diamond was open, but they didn't get it to her in time. Now Honeybaked's going to come back the other way. They chip it ahead. Schilling steps up. Blocks that player in the puck. Now they have it high slot. Shot! Missed everybody to the far side. Salatrick throws it behind the net. Kiesel backhands it, leaves it for Schilling. They've got some room here. Schilling up. Too far for Makasenka. And Honeybaked goes D to D and comes up the near wall. Kiesel steps in front of that player. They throw it in behind the net. It bounces off the back wall to Schilling. Schilling has trouble handling the puck. Backhands it ahead, knocks it out. Honeybaked picks it up. They send it in. That was offsides. He didn't call it. And here comes Makasenka with Claherty trailing. Makasenka over to Claherty, but puts it behind her. Over to the near wall. Right idea, bad execution. Into the near corner. Centering pass. McVeigh can't get a stick on it. It will drift out. And Dull will regroup. Dull. Ahead for McVeigh. McVeigh up the far wall. 3-on-2. McVeigh. Shoot. Blocked by a Honeybaked player. Honeybaked. Into the center. Cut off by Claherty. Dances around one player. Over to the far circle. Loses the puck there. Honeybaked. Steps up. Dull cut that off. They're going to call that offsides. I'm not sure I saw it that way. Stripes had a different angle than I did on that offsides, and he thought it was out. He was only 80 feet away when he thought it was out. And here we go. So we'll go to the far circle as Wu's going to take this draw. Or far dot, rather. Wu takes this draw. Blinka steps up. Blinka puts it off the wall. Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli down the near wall. Sends it in behind lazily as Honeybaked picks it up. Scarlatelli knocked that down. Scarlatelli puts it in front. Nobody home. Blinka steps up. Holds it, at least momentarily. Now she'll throw it. Blocked. She holds the point again. There's a water bottle on the ice now as a Honeybaked player dropped the water bottle on the ice. Stripes is going to skate over there and skate right by it. She's literally skated right by it. That Stripe is oblivious as Shannon puts it ahead to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli passed the water bottle. Stripe skates by it again. Shoots. Goaltender gets a tip on that up high. And nobody from the Honeybaked bench is making any effort to even get it. That's the thing that kills me. The goalie knows it's there, and the coach says, leave it alone. Now they glove it. And we're going to get a save. And a Honeybaked fan just yelled something. God knows what. He sounded very irate about something. Not quite sure what. Early on a Saturday morning. As Salatrick's going to step in for this draw with 9:39 left. It dies on the dot. They battle for it. They poke it. And the Honeybaked's going to take it behind their goaltender. Come up the far wall. Schilling separates that player from the puck. Schilling goes down. Honeybaked still with the puck. Diamond steps in. Now Diamond goes down. Salatrick pokes it ahead. Diamond loses it to a Honeybaked player on the wall. They send it deeper. Schilling gets shouldered off the puck. Salatrick picks it up. Salatrick behind, chips it around that Honeybaked player up ahead for Mrazek. Mrazek up to Diamond. Diamond down the near wall. Throws it behind the net. Honeybaked will pick it up there, push it by Salatrick. They push it by Schilling. And here they come 2-on-1 with Vitodian back. Vitodian with a nice block laying on the ice. Centering pass. It comes through everybody to the near wall with 8:45 to go. Honeybaked charging up from the bench, holds it, gets in on the side of the net. Schilling throws it around for Makasenka. Makasenka pokes it out. And Honeybaked from the red line throws it back in past Salatrick. She regroups, picks it up. Across to, I think that's Vitodian there. It is. And she sends it ahead too far for Clardy. And here comes Honeybaked. Salatrick separates that player from the puck. Clardy. Clardy tried to leave it for Makasenka. Couldn't get it through. Off Makasenka's leg. Honeybaked up the near wall. They throw it past Kiesel. And it goes into the corner where Blinka's going to pick it up. Blinka around. Blinka up to Claherty. They're imploring Kylie to go as a Honeybaked player tripped over the blue line. And Makasenka was offsides. So we will get a draw outside the zone here. McVeigh will take it here on the near dot with 8:01 in the arena. McVeigh. And they continue to battle. McVeigh falls down. Makasenka can't get a stick on it. Blinka will. Blinka pushes it down the wall. Honeybaked sends it back up. McVeigh chips it into the center. Claherty, big swing. Not a big result. And it goes up the wall where Blinka holds it. Now Claherty comes into the center. Claherty shoots. Blocker save. Comes back into the high slot. Kiesel cheats up. Kiesel cuts it off. Throws it deeper. They're in the corner. That's Claherty. She sends it around Makasenka. Makasenka sends it back around Claherty. Claherty centers. McVeigh couldn't get a stick on it. Goes into the near corner again. Claherty doing battle. Around for McVeigh. McVeigh back around. Can't get it to Claherty. This time it comes up. Bounces off Mari's head. McVeigh centers. And it got deflected out. Makasenka backhands. Throws it to the wall. McVeigh in the far corner up the wall now. As Blinka steps in. You got to be careful now. This is going to create a break. As Kiesel steps up, waits for Makasenka to get out of the zone, throws it deep, and they all head for a change. Kiesel wisely waits as the rest of the team was changing. Wu steps in, and they're going to bring it up the near wall. Kiesel separates that player from the puck. Vitodian will pick it up. See if this gets Grace a chance to get off. As Vitodian comes up the near wall, and that should get Kiesel to the bench. She wisely stayed during the last change. And as they bring it in, they are offsides with 6:36 to go. So Kiesel saw that break developing. She hung here on the near side, even though they were calling her off. Ended up breaking up the play, and then Vitodian returned the favor and got her off the ice. Good heads-up play there as Wu steps in. Honeybaked comes out of there with it. And they dance around Vitodian up the near wall. Into the near corner, bouncing puck. Vitodian knocks that down. He sends it up the near wall. Scarlatelli's there. They're going to battle. Into the center, Vitodian cuts it off, and here they come. Vitodian with Shannon and Scarlatelli. She puts it up to Shannon, too far. As Honeybaked to whack at it, Shannon holds it. Now Honeybaked picks it up, sends it back the other way. Woo cuts it off. Woo has room. Woo shoot. Oh, she tried to put it across to Shannon, and it got broke. I thought she was going to shoot. The centering pass got broken up. Scarlatelli in the corner. It's in her feet. She tried to center, comes off a Honeybaked player's feet. Shannon skates in. Shannon battling for it low. And the Honeybaked goalie will cover that up with 5:57 to go. So we will get a stoppage and a face-off here in the near circle as Salatrick, Mrazek, and Diamond come out. Kiesel and Schilling out back. 23 of you out there on a Saturday. As always, I'm grateful. Second run with the new equipment. We got good internet here, so hopefully the video is clear. As Kiesel and a Honeybaked player race down the near wall. Kiesel picks it up around behind Coulter. Kiesel banks it off the wall up ahead to Diamond. Diamond forgot the puck. Loses it on the wall. Now Mrazek tries to hold it. Honeybaked's going to poke it. They will get it by Schilling. Mrazek skates up. Honeybaked try to pick it up. Kiesel tied up the player and the puck, and now they poke it lower. Salatrick picks it up. Comes around to the near corner where she's going to poke it up the wall. They're going to battle there. And now they're going to take it down into the corner. Now back to the point, and this one will come out as Mrazek puts it behind Diamond, but on a bounce off the wall, Diamond recovers. Throws it deeper into the corner, and they send it into the near corner. Now Kiesel steps up, and that goes lower. Mrazek down in front of the net. As Diamond's going to battle. Honeybaked up the far wall with 4:49 to go. Center. Kiesel cut it off again. Try to put it low to Diamond. Too far in behind the goaltender. Honeybaked up the wall. Schilling going to cut that off in a lot of snow. Try to shoot. Blocked by a Honeybaked player. Up the wall, but this time it will come out. They battle there along the wall. Schilling back to Kiesel. Kiesel, red line dump. She's going to head to the bench. And McVeigh's going to go battle in the corner. Honeybaked will pick it up from her, and they send it up the wall. Cut off at the line by Blinka. Blinka dances in with it. Blinka still with it. Shot blocked by a Honeybaked player. McVeigh can't settle the puck down in the crease, and Honeybaked will clear it out past Dull. Back to neutral where Clawhardy picks it up. Clawhardy up the near wall. Clawhardy, round one. Just got two more players to beat. Dancing, spinning, shooting. Never gets through. Blocked by a Honeybaked player. It's in their feet. Honeybaked sends it up the wall. Dull tries to hold. Can't. McVeigh will skate back to neutral with it. She sends it ahead. Makasenka can't hold. Now Clawhardy will pick it up. Clawhardy up the near wall. Tries the toe drag. Gets corralled by a couple of Honeybaked players. And Dull sends it across to Clawhardy. Clawhardy with room. Clawhardy centers. Can't get it to Makasenka as she couldn't get her stick on it. Into the near corner. Dull comes into the front with it, and it's going to drift all the way out. All the way back, and McVeigh will skate it down. McVeigh cuts it into the center. McVeigh up for Clawhardy. Clawhardy around one. Clawhardy falls down, gets it to Makasenka. Makasenka near wall. Makasenka shoots. Goaltender gloves, knocks it down and covers it up. 3:07 to go in the arena. So we'll get another draw here in the near circle. Schilling and Vitodian in the backyard. Woo, Scarlatelli, and Shannon up front. Woo's going to step in for this draw. She pushes it to the near corner where they're going to battle. Puck's coming up this near wall. Scarlatelli comes out of there with it, puts it across to Shannon. Shannon shoots off the side of the net, picks it back up, in behind. Tries to center for Scarlatelli, can't find an angle. Still tries to center, loses the puck. Honeybaked knocked down by Scarlatelli. Knocked down by Scarlatelli again. They chip it deep for Shannon. Shannon has Woo out front, heavily covered. Drops it for Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli dances in front. It's loose in the crease. It comes back, and Honeybaked will pick it up, and here they come. Up the near wall. Schilling in pursuit. Pushing that player into the corner. Woo skates over to help. Honeybaked dances into the top of the zone, and now Scarlatelli comes out of there with it. Scarlatelli looking up, puts it to Shannon. Shannon on the backhand, drops it. Honeybaked clears it. Kiesel back at the blue line. Kiesel up to Scarlatelli to some empty ice. They head for a change as Honeybaked comes up the near wall. Kiesel patrolling that blue line, knocks the puck away from that player. They battle on the wall now. And here comes back up through neutral. Mrazek across for Diamond. Diamond loses the puck, regains, pokes it in on the goalie. Honeybaked clears. Up the near wall, Kiesel still skating with it. Throws it in front. You had Salachuk got a stick on it. Goalie with a save. Out to the point to Blinka. Blinka. Shot. Missed near side. Into the near corner, Mrazek steps up. She was rotated up, covering Kiesel. Kiesel now back home. Out front, Diamond tries to wrap around goalie with a big pad save. And Mrazek battling. Salachuk puts a stick in there. Blinka chips it lower to Salachuk. Salachuk skating across with it. Lost the puck in the center of the zone. She regained her footing and battle along the wall. Now they send it in deeper. Diamond's going to get there first. Diamond can't get a stick on it. Honeybaked pokes it up the far wall. Sends it into the center. It's about the fourth one of those Kiesels cut off. Can't get the shot off with 1:07 to go. They take it into the corner. Salachuk behind the end line. Battle into the corner with 1 minute to go. Diamond comes out of there with it. Diamond with a shot. Goes through the goal mouth to the far side. Claherty. Claherty pokes it deeper. Honeybaked. Content to send it. And as it rolls through, not sure why that wasn't icing, but they waved it off. Our girls couldn't touch it. They were in the midst of a change. As Makasenka sends it, Honeybaked has to wait for the zone to clear. They send it back to neutral with 33 to go. Now it comes up past Salachuk, and Blinka cuts it off. Blinka chips it, can't get it out. Empty net, and drifts over to the far wall. Coulter pokes it low with 21 to go. Honeybaked has it in the far corner. And now Makasenka's going to chip it out. And Honeybaked throws it in, and they're going to be offsides. 12.5 to go in the arena. And we'll get a draw in front of the Selects bench with 12.5 to go. Oh, no, they're going to bring it back to neutral. So McVeigh, Makasenka, Claherty, Dahl, and Vitodian as McVeigh steps in for this draw. And comes across. Honeybaked up the near wall. They chip it by Vitodian. Vitodian stops, turns, throws it back to neutral. 5 seconds to go. Comes across to the red line. They're going to throw it down the wall in behind, and that'll do it. Game 1 is over. 2-0 Selects. So we will be back here this afternoon for Game 2. As always, thanks for watching. I'll bring you the handshake. Get over the YouTube delay. And we will be back in action this afternoon. Have a good Saturday morning.